And he doesn't have to be stepping into it either. On first down, right away, he finds his man, Cortland Sutton, with a back shoulder throw. 3 straight passes, looping it for Reynolds. Josh Reynolds has it down to the 10. And again, we go back to the precise nature of Bo Nix at safety throughout the course of the day.
They're going man.
2nd and 13. Quick hitch out to Williams. Javonte, who's excellent coming out of the backfield as a receiver, is pushed back by Dean after a gain of 11. Oh, he gave Nix an option, and he's going to take it right to the corner for the touchdown.
That was an outstanding series right there by the rookie quarterback. But I know Baker's on the same page with him.
2nd down and 3. And here's Rashad White. And that's a little more like it for Rashad. That last surge gets him the first down. That's White in the backfield. Mayfield for the corner. It's intercepted. Intended for Evans. Taken out of the air by Brandon Jones. And he reverses field direction. Look out. Inside the 10 and down at the 9.
6 feet and 310 pounds. Forget it.
McLaughlin dots the I behind Michael Burton. He takes the pitch towards the wide side of the field, and he's in trouble, but he got there. He got there inside the pylon with a beautiful deke. Incomplete. Intended for Trey Palmer, but how about that blanketed coverage over there? Riley Moss. Nix is 6 of 8 for 74 yards already. Just a throw point. Did he thread the needle to Sutton there, right in front of Jamel Dean? Tyler Bidet has come in, number 28. Scat back type, and he takes it inside the 20. That was a spot foul, so they gained 7, 3rd and 20. Out to Franklin. And Troy Franklin gets it to the 25-yard line to help them in getting into position for a field goal try. Will Lutz, 5 for 5 this year, a 43-yard try here.
They're similar.
Mayfield lets it go. A little curl underneath, caught by White. And Rashad White gets to the 45 of the Broncos.
That was
Barton with the stop. This year. Over the middle, incomplete. Over Godwin. A little high. It looked like Baker may have rushed that just a little. And 4th down. They've got a 3rd and 3 here. And what a beautiful decision on that read by Nix. When you run zone read.
That's not what Whitehead called him as he ran past him.
That's right.
You son of a coach.
Javonte Williams.
Fumble.
Yeah, ball out late.
Oh, he said he's down. Fisher came in pointing down.
Sure did. That fateful look of the ball being pointed down, the fist down.
So his knees aren't down. That's a fumble.
That is a fumble.
That is a fumble.
Yeah. Buccaneers take over at the 33-yard line. In need of some offensive punch themselves, and this kid can run. Bucky Irving, he is quicker than a hiccup.
Can change direction also, and he has good eyes.
Formation, a little bunch formation. Hutton goes into motion, and they come reverse to Bucky Irving. It's wide open. It is
no
1-yard line. They're going to mark him just shy. 3 wide, trips to the top of your screen. And they go the other way to the corner, and there is touchdown Godwin.
When all else fails, go with what's worked 100 times in the past.
Juan Winfield is out with injury. Nix. Same pattern, different side of the field to Cortland Sutton and a gain of 10.
You're right at 1 minute. You're going to give him what he can come back to.
He's 16 out of 19 with this completion. First down 10. Ball at the 42-yard line. Ball coming out quickly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Humphrey again sits down on that ball right in the seam. 2nd and 1.
Another good break. You got to be careful right here,
yeah.
Tim, because He's going to pump one of these. It's good.
So the answer comes from the Broncos, and that is important. All right, Sarah, thank you. They open from the 30-yard line, and here is Godwin again on the receiving end. And Chris Godwin almost broke contain and got out there to the second level in a hurry. P.J. Locke, the safety. Mayfield over the middle of the big tight end, Otten.
Nice play.
With Aiden Hutchinson last week. I think he's held up pretty well today in replacement of Luke Gedeke.
As he gets sacked.
Oh, yeah, just because I mentioned it, right? There's you see John Franklin Myers come through and make the big play. Opening series to get them a first down. Rashad White in the backfield. And Mayfield looking somewhat long and has to check it down. That ball may have been tipped into the air, but it recovered by White. They haven't faced too many third and longs. Got one here. Nix. That one is nearly picked off. That was outstanding individual effort by Tyke Smith. 2nd and 10. Baker's in some trouble and gonna go down. 21, but he's only 1 of 6 since. Buccaneers bring pressure again. That pass is caught. It's Humphrey. Little Jordan Humphrey is tripped up as he was making a break. I mean, this is exactly the kind of guy Sean wants to work with. Cortland Sutton gets it to the 35-yard line, a pickup of 4.
And he also knows what he has at that quarterback spot.
Again, sprint out action, backside pressure. Look at him get away from that. Oh, that's a little Harry Houdini. He was a Heisman finalist for a reason. That's Sutton. Oh, it was almost tipped. There was some pressure coming. Jamel Dean with the stop. They need 4, and they go up against the man coverage. It is Sutton, incomplete. Zion McCollum was right there and up to the task from the right hash. So it is a 16-point game. That was a gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. We got that word from Sarah. Here he is on the receiving end at the 40. He won't go down. Takes a lot of Broncos to get down that Buccaneer. Alex Singleton comes over there to help. Mayfield's pass, boy, he whips it out to Godwin beautifully for the first down.
Really nicely done by.
3rd down and 7.
Now they're dropping everybody.
Yeah, Max protect, and he goes underneath to Rashad White. And the extra effort will get him to within 2 yards of the first down in the arms of Riley Moss.
If it's man or not, and they're bringing a blitz. Nicely picked up.
Right up the middle, and Baker's going to carry it.
He had it if he stayed straight.
Sure did. He decided to cut right, and Benito made the tackle. You're right. He angled right and didn't need to that time. Today, and they found their footing here in Tampa this afternoon.
Well, it's that offensive line. You just saw the hole they gave it.
Wow, Bidet! Tyler Bidet! Down to the 31-yard line before Christian Izzian runs him down. The Bronco defense, if anything, they need a sack. Tipped into the air again. Outstanding defensive work. Sutton, the intended receiver, and Zion McCollum looking for his 4th.
Got it.
And Saban kept saying, well, I'm not getting a clearance. Well, Godwin makes that catch.
He may be still running.
On 2nd and 11, Irving with that quick burst of his. He's had quite a day, Bucky Irving on the ground. Corner blitz. Baker gets out of it. A little shovel out to Irving. And he'll have a first down. Little bubble screen action to McMillan, inside screen.
Good blitz pickup.
Yeah, they got him too.
They got him from the edge.
It's goal to go, so they got to get it in there somehow. Auden lost the ball, and it's picked up by Brandon Jones. And Evans is going to catch him shy of midfield. Got to get that offensive line back intact. Todd Bowles and Sean Payton, old friends. Matt Millen, Sarah Kustok, thank you so much for your great work, Sarah. 5-tool talent for us at Fox Sports.